Hello and welcome to Games Benchmarked. And I am sorry for the clickbait thumbnail, but indeed RX 580 is 67% faster than GTX 1060 6GB in Red Dead Redemption 2, which is insane because I expected this to be kinda mundane video where both GPUs are very similar in performance. But it is definitely not the case, so stick to the end to hear my conclusions about this. Actually, very old debate, RX 580 versus GTX 1060. If you're interested, you can check more detailed graphs in my Patreon page. Direct links will be below.
Move. Sammy, Boris will be at his shop.
First game is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. RX 580 is ahead by 2 FPS in average FPS. But where RX 580 truly shines is in 0.1% low results, where it is ahead by 11 FPS, or a whopping 41%.
Don't get between me and my gun, heretic! Give me... laying down some heat!
In Borderlands 3, RX 580 is ahead by 2 FPS again, but as in Assassin's Creed, it shines in 0.1% low. RX 580 is 7 FPS, or 23% faster than GTX 1060. RX 580 scored 56 average FPS, and GTX 1060 got 44 FPS, which means RX 580 was 11 FPS or 26% faster in control. While 0.1% FPS was 28 for RX 580 and 19 for GTX 1060. RX 580 have 45% better, 0.1% results. Doom Eternal performed basically the same on both GPUs. On RX 580, average FPS was 85, and on GTX 1060, 82 FPS, so within error of margin.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Finally, first solid win for Green Team. GTX 1060 managed to score 78 FPS in Outer Worlds, while RX 580 scored 66. It means GTX 1060 was 18% faster. 0.1% scores are identical 38 FPS. Oh boy, here comes the slaughter for GTX 1060. Red Dead Redemption 2. RX 580 scored 47 FPS, while GTX 1060 scored only 28. It is 19 FPS slower, or 67%. It is not even GPU tier difference. RX 580 is entire generations ahead of GTX 1060 in this game. And yes, I triple-checked everything in settings. Latest drivers, game version, did DDU. Asked in various forums how GTX 1060 performs in Valentine area. It is just what it is. I am sorry, NVIDIA.
Make contact with the High Consul.
Yes, sir. Even after the fiasco in Brazil. No one questions your leadership of the organization.
We've come too far to stop now.
Yes, sir. They're ready for anything.
Jonah, Dominguez is not...
In Shadow of the Tomb Raider, it is 80 FPS for RX 580 and 69 for GTX 1060. So RX 580 wins again by 11 FPS. 0.1% low is although better for RX 580, 62 versus 50 FPS. In Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, both GPUs have the same average FPS, 77. But GTX 1060 wins in 0.1% low, 52 versus 49 FPS.
I know you're
Where are you going?
What a slaughter!
What are you looking at?
I want to know what
Vagabond.
Arrhenius, trolls, some other beasts.
If it's Heimdall's will, we be warriors.
Witcher 3 performs although better on RX 580, averaging 85 FPS, while GTX 1060 got 71 FPS. So RX 580 is a solid 21% faster. Even more in 0.1% low, 62 versus 43 FPS, 46% win for AMD.
This demon we crossed is crushing these lands.
I doubt the demon alone is behind this. As powerful as they are, this amount of power is unprecedented.
He's not alone. We found out that a whole cult is with him. The cult of the Sleeper, they call themselves. We don't know what they want, though. That demon, did you get his name?
I wish. I just got his rage.
If only we would have taken him together.
Tell me about it.
Wolcen performs very similar on both GPUs, 73 FPS for RX 580 and 69 for GTX 1060, so basically a draw. 0.1% low results are terrible on any GPU I have tested for this game, so just ignore those.
Yes, I must say, I'm rather partial to this valley. Take air for one. Makes your head swim. Never smelled air like this in my life. I bet if we spend a week there, it won't just cure Anna. It'll make Colonel grow his feet back. Damn, this is one bumpy ride. The rails are all bent. The whole track seems to be fixing to slide down. I sure hope it can hold our weight. Let's hail the Aurora and tell them to take the other road. Come in, Aurora. This is forward recon. Do you read? Over.
Aurora here, reading you loud and clear. Over.
Colonel, sir. This track won't hold the Aurora. Take the main one. Over.
I see. This one requires some repairs. But this will hold us back. Regardless, the plan stands. We rendezvous at the dam. How is the general situation there? Over.
The general situation is complete.
In Metro, GTX 1060 enjoys slight win, 66 versus 62 FPS, or 6% faster in average FPS, while losing in 0.1%, 42 versus 50 FPS. Overall, RX 580 was 11% faster, or actually only 4.6 FPS. If we remove Elephant in the Room, Red Dead, then RX 580 is 5% faster, or only 2.9 FPS. But still, in more games than not, RX 580 performs better than GTX 1060, with only exception being Outer Worlds. In Control and Red Dead Redemption, it means playable or not difference. So I have to recommend RX 580. You can get one for $110 on eBay, while GTX 1060 ranges from $150 to $160. Although stay away from single-fan GTX 1060. I have EVGA, and it is very loud and hot. RX 580 Sapphire was a bliss. Thanks for watching and staying until the end. If you like this video, you can leave a like and subscribe. If you're interested in purchasing a new RX 580 or GTX 1060, you can do it via my Amazon affiliate links down in the description. Goodbye and take care.